Greetings, citizens. Just as guys arrived. Nine hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, and what is happening? There was a moment of silence, and then what? And then the room shook. From far away, they heard the sudden rush of water. Whoa, what the hell's going on here? Must be 6 a.m. My time is up. Shit. Come on, we need to get out of here. How? In the drawer that held the picture was a keycard. Junpei grabbed it. I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go. Oh, like, we're gonna do this? A keycard with a 0, 0, 0. God damn it, 0's just screwing with isn't it? I mean, or 0 is, I mean, so it's either Santa or June? I mean, oh, Connie. Alright, let's just swipe this card. Open. Junpei, look, it's unlocked. Yeah, now we can go back to the library. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go. Alright, let's go. You found it. Hell yeah. Seek a way out again. Uh-oh. That achievement just popped up. What? The door opened and they stumbled into the library. I think the shaking stopped. It would seem so. But we are yet to be out of danger. You're right, let's hurry. They ran across the hallway. This exit needs the Uranus card, too. Wait for the large metal door. Next to the door was the Uranus card reader. Hey, Junpei. Yeah, I know. They slid the keycard through and the door rumbled open. Alright, it's open. Let's go. Oh, man. That fucking achievement popping up makes me feel... I thought this was going to keep going, but... End of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached into his pocket to pull out the key as he ran toward it. Okay, Neptune key, let's see if you work. Turned it. Yes, I think it unlocked. The lock clicked as one. They shoved the door open and poured through it. Part of them was another great metal door. Above was a metal plaque. It says Incinerator. So this is the Incinerator. This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so. And there ought to be a lever near the door. Yeah, right here. I ran up to it. Pull that and the door should open. Got it. As he spoke, he pulled the lever. But what awaits us on the other side? The motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. There's no time to waste it. Let's go. As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them, the all four dashed through. And suddenly, there before them were the four who they parted from earlier. Uh-oh. Jason noticed stood in front of the number 9 door. Santa was curled into a ball against the wall of the incinerator, holding his stomach. And then there was June. She was sat slumped against the wall, exhausted. What the hell's going on? Junpei ran toward June. Ace has the gun. She stopped in front of her and let down. What's wrong? Are you okay? Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, I could barely hear her. Junpei, you came to get me. Of course I did. I made a promise. I'm so glad you're here. So glad. He mumbled the same words over and over weakly. Junpei could feel his heart breaking. Hey, what happened to you? I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though. You sure? Yes, I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. Shouldn't worry about me. He was looking towards Santa. Junpei turned to look as well. Santa! Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him. Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere? Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him. I don't have it. That sucker punched him. They took the gun. What? Who took it? But isn't that obvious? I took the gun. Ace! He did indeed have a revolver in his hand. And Lotus cannot catch a fucking break. It was pressed against Lotus's temple. Ace had a pin to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. with sweat on her forehead, and where her eyes were flicking up to the gun apprentice, they seemed to desperately want to say something. Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? And maybe I ought to say, Hongo Gentaro, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Seven's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. He sneered. You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you begin to understand my pain? The pain of prosopagnosia, right? His voice was casual, or at least it was trying to be. Another irritating insect. Now do you know that? Good question. Dipei couldn't say. He just knew. Another unexplainable mystery. No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in the small indentation on the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner. First is 1. Give me your hand. Then he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well. 8, and with this. At last, he reached the pocket of his jacket and pulled something out and pressed it against the panel. The third asterisk appeared on the red. 9. The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet of number 9. Ninth man, Kubota's bracelet. 1 plus 8 plus 9 is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. I believe I've won this game. The smirk made Junpei's blood boil. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose. Wait, what? He doesn't know who Zero is? His eyes flicked towards Santa. Ugh! He hadn't moved since they'd entered the room. Santa was still holding his stomach and groaning as if in immense pain. He wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either. What the hell are you planning, Santa? At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye! Wait! Ace of Force paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it. What? Why isn't it opening? One more time. Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist it up a script, but... Ah! At the last second, he grabbed hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red. Now, open. He waved the number 9 bracelet of the red and then his own bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time. Alright. We know some of them are not what they say they are, but he's used the 9 before, right? But maybe if he used them with the other ones, and that's probably what it is, but I don't want to go back and think of it. No, what is this? Why? The digital root should be 9. It has to be 9. Why isn't it opening? Ace's fury and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He had set down the revolver. It was just below the red. Now, Seven chose that moment to act. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to. They launched that bulk straight at Ace. Hurrah! It was over before they knew it. Ugh. The blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain. Ugh. Huh? Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind to keep it, stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace. Phew, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven. Don't mention it. Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy, ready to stuff this man's face with mom's spaghetti. This one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I had to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in his cell, we're gonna have a little chat. 9 years ago? Ah, then you must be. Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass. Ugh. Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Nuts. Junpei walked toward him. He stopped and looked down at Ace with pity on his face. Ace, you killed Kubota and Nijisaki and Musashito, didn't you? Wait, Nijisaki? He appeared at Junpei, genuinely confused. Oh, right, you don't know yet. Alright, we'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go to door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. The first motive. 1. In the honorary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever, adding number. Alright, this is just what Ace himself told us, but. Which means the number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to prove that threats was possible too. You wanted the number 9 bracelets for yourself so you could make its power. In fact, you did use its power to murder Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew you were past. He knew what happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But that's part of the story. Use Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious the disorder game was it truly life or death or a simple respect. You could force him to break the rules. You could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota, but he was only the once. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the busy reds, you ran to Nijisaki in the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because when you met him, he was dressed like Snake, and that was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake. No, that's not. That was Nijisaki. Why? Okay, so that kind of makes it sound like Ace actually cares. I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago, and you remembered him because he was a blind kid. But his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knew my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your number, and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And kaboom! He was dead. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead. Dots, dots. And you mean to say Snake is still alive? Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm still good as new. Dots. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much. Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame you. His self-derision was frustrating, but Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued. Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said? Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it? I handed it to you and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. Okay, but that doesn't explain why he was there or how he got there. One blow was all it took, and you just returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened. There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment? I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? I pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. That wasn't really what you were after. For a trooper should have been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. It had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down on you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace. That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure it out. Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why? But this, slowly Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. There was a folded piece of paper. What's with this paper? Just read it. Dots. Junpei took it and opened it. Let's see. This was what it said. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The once is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed around the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness. Oh, well, that explains it in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. 0. When I awoke in that room on deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As I said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find that pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be safe. At least that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice. You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean. I only know Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sediation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness. Ace confessed everything. What energy he had left with the truth, and what energy he had left him with the truth. And he sagged to his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor nor his feet. I can't believe I called you and Santa the Broti 3, which was really 7 and Snake all along. But in among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly. Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated. Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled, and Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen for such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap, and I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do. Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa? Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaking. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any. Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Kurishiki Aoi, huh? Seven's face was sad as he spoke. My memory came back to me, kid. You're Kurishiki Aoi, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you. Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? That to smile was sarcastic and something else. Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Man, it's a good thing I stopped doing the ho 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 voice, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Kurishiki Aoi. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing. No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't yeah, it's June. I ain't Zero. What? Wait, what? Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant. Like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders. And if you're not Zero, who is? Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why the nonary game happened. That's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. Okay, what is this nonsense? To save someone. Save someone? Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane. What the hell are you talking about? Urashiki Akane died 9 years ago at this room. I was there. I saw. Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went wide as dinner plates, and he spun around towards June. Junpei followed his gaze. What? She was gone. Where June had been, there was nothing. What the hell? Where's she? Where's Kurashiki Akane? Then began to mumble to himself a strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort as though he were struggling with some... Is this all like some mass hallucination? He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head. My head, it feels like it's gonna pop. Seven, what the hell is going on? I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode. From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured. What was the nonary project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. What was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. June is the wall rider? I didn't see that coming. Human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information. That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. Like, fucking hell, that's it, right? Thoughts. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped at Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. Right. And transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. He should have been in Building Q, however, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I have told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei. Where what is going? Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't, things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you manage to open it? Well, that's... The answer to that is easy. He knew because I knew. What? Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field. What? Simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? What? Imagine if this puts it to like up to a Y. Yeah, the river flows. Two branches. It only flows one direction. Okay, yes, we all know this. It flows the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. The people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet, but I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Why can't I be NVL? Where did you go? June! Oh, Akane! Where did you go? Santa! Where's Clover? Oh, shit. Freeze. Santa's got... How did you let him do that? Got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. What how he likes having a gun to his head. Yeah. Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks strange. Guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but... Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing? Can't get through any number of doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking? Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true. That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? The hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. Now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens. Damn, well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon. I mean, we're trapped? So it would seem. What the hell is Santa trying to do? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what? Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now. I know. Oh, you can't be serious. Oh, but he is. Shit, we gotta do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can use this. I've just gotta know it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. Do this. Is there any combination that'll work? Your pen, can I borrow your pen and notebook? Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to eat them ever again. She certainly looks stressful. Look like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh, oh man, she doesn't look very happy. They gotta bring Ace. Oh wait, no, he took Ace. Hey, no need to be bringing Ace out like that. Jeez. What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that. Alright, at least 7 got it. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Uh-oh. What? There's no other way. Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel. It's okay. Don't. Lotus. Come on, you know we can't do that. Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me. God damn it, you idiot. Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did. Without, cannot. Look, it'd be bad, alright? For a copy, sure doesn't have much confidence. Bad? Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job, yeah. Huh? Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story. 7. He's right, I'm not leaving you either. Me too. You didn't honestly think I had abandoned you, did you? You're all idiots. Act tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry. That being said, however, I doubt we'd be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind. Huh? Why? I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the red. Oh yeah. No, what is this? Why? The door should be 9 has to be 9. Why is it opening? Just to see, why don't we give it a shot? Give it a shot? Yes, that is what I said. Dots, dots. 18 is 9. You're right. It ain't opening. But it did open 9 years ago. The digital was 9 then, I'm sure of it. You think maybe they changed the settings? Perhaps. Shit. If we can't get through this door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high and there's no point. Hey, we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. Like we were standing at the door with the 9 on it. Yes, this is it. This is the end. The end. Is it really the end? Whoop. 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 Whoop.